Hi, how's it going?
How you doing? From Rotten Tomatoes?
Rotten Tomatoes.
I love your website.
Oh, good.
You sign this lease, it gives us the right to drill on your land.
A whole lot of money down there.
That is true.
How much you think?
There's no reason your town shouldn't have a state-of-the-art high school.
What kind of money are you talking about?
You could be a millionaire.
Thought it would be harder. It's too easy.
Research say anything about an environmental presence here?
No. Let me guess.
This movie is it's so clever because I thought I was going to see a movie about fracking, but it's about a dude.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any way to dispel the fracking. You know, I think people just are going to have to be surprised by it when they see it.
In the film, I think your character makes a choice where he stands, but I was wondering, like, where do you fall on the fracking issue? Is that something that you would do if someone approached you for your land?
We purposely didn't want to say like what the outcome of the vote was at the end of the movie, or because we didn't want it to be about that. We wanted it to be about this kind of idea of where we are right now, where we've come from, and where we're headed, and for it to ultimately be a pro-community, kind of pro-democracy movie. I mean, the guy takes a stand for, when when the democratic process is being hijacked, and that's when he intervenes.
Right.
And basically says, I don't know what to tell you, but it's your decision, and you have to, engage with this.
Exactly. What about Matt Damon? What does Matt Damon think about it?
Well, I mean, I have money, so I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't.
But I have that luxury.
Exactly.
It's much harder for people who are. I mean, here the issue. People who are going to lose a family farm that's been in their family for 100 years, 150 years. I mean, it's dividing, families like that and communities, and and then the other side half say, well, do you take your daughters to a whorehouse when times are tough? I mean, is that, so it's like, and these are the kind of conversations you hear when you. We were in Western Pennsylvania, and a couple farmers came up onto the set the first day and said, "Are you making a movie about fracking? Like, don't say anything bad about it. We really need that here. It's helping people." And then other people came up and they said, "Well, you making a movie about fracking? Don't say anything good about it. It's this is like poisoning the water. This is it's horrible for the climate. It's so." And like it's real, and that's really that argument is happening right now in communities all over the country.
Well, and I came away with a very balanced perspective on it because again, it's about a dude.
Right.
So it's really about the people that are behind it.
Yeah.
And as far as shooting in Western Pennsylvania, it really does have that American feel to it.
Yeah.
And I read that even your boots that you wore in the film were purchased off eBay because they had to come from America. Is that true?
Yeah, well, it was that we wanted them to be something that I had from my grandfather, and so they needed to be vintage American boots. Like the idea is that, the boots are it's a theme throughout the movie, and this guy's, despite the fact that he's kind of rages against the way he grew up, he's also holding on to it, and so it's a kind of a running thing.
And you've worked with Gus Van Sant before, but John Krasinski's kind of the new element in the equation. And how did Krasinski do? Like working with you guys together?
He's great. I mean, I think I'm really good at picking writing partners.
And you got script notes from Ben Affleck too, right?
Sure. Yeah. Always. We all help each other. It's a big deal to put a movie out, and you always want other people's eyes on it, and people you trust, and you never take every note, but certainly people don't take my notes when I've given Ben my fair share of notes, and he doesn't incorporate them all the time.
What was his note? Like, what's one that you remember?
Oh, I can't even remember. I mean, and it wouldn't be recognized because whatever script he was giving comments on is so different from this one, probably because we took some of his notes.
Cool.
Right.
Thank you.